Well, here is a video I never wanted to have to do on this channel. And a video I never thought I would have to. But last night, United People's TV got hacked. And then during the night, United People's TV got completely deleted. The account got terminated by YouTube. And I wouldn't wish the last 12 hours on any enemy. If you build, I call it like a digital burglary. I don't know how else to describe it. If somebody comes into the place that you think is safe, like that you've built, and just strips it. I'm going to explain what happened, how they got in, what they did, what I did to recover it, and also just a few pointers from me to anybody else who runs their own YouTube channel or does anything in life to have maybe avoid what happened to me. Now, first thing I want to say here is I really didn't do anything wrong. And I didn't realize how many different ways they could gain access. Now, it was after the Liverpool game last night, and I was sitting there on the sofa. I was like, who's Michael and what is MicroStrategy? No, I wasn't. And then, can I say thank you to everybody who messaged me? You're all legends, genuinely all of you. Genuinely concerned about the channel, saying, Sam, what is this? Have you been hacked? And I ran upstairs, and yeah, you were right. The channel got hacked by some. And I've since YouTubed this and seen this has happened to a lot of people. Whether it's Linus Tech Tips being done by like a Tesla scammer, and there was another channel as well. Can't remember, it was like a Nintendo streamer. He got done by a similar one. Effectively, what happened was my account itself didn't get hacked. One of the team members who had a limited editor access on the channel had his Google account compromised, and they gained access that way. And because of that, they only had limited access, and thank God for that. So that they couldn't delete anything. They changed the branding. They privated loads of videos because they couldn't delete any videos, and they started a crypto stream. I went in, within 20, 30 minutes, I deleted it, and I got control back. I removed access for everybody else. I reset all my passwords, and I thought I sorted it. Alas, I hadn't sorted it because during the night, the entire channel got deleted. I woke up to messages at like 5:45 saying, Sam, where's the channel gone? YouTube.com/United People's TV, nothing is there. Oh man, my world collapsed for that half an hour. Jeez. I never want that feeling again. What I then did was I filled out a few forms on YouTube and on Google. And it felt a bit difficult, really. What I would say here, though, is this happened at 9 p.m. on Sunday evening. And by 2 p.m. on Monday, I've managed to get my channel back. And I want to say a big thank you to Charles. If you're watching, Charles, legend. He works for YouTube, and he helps United People TV as well. He managed to escalate this case. And I've seen, and as I said, from all the stories I've read, all the horror stories about channels being hacked, sometimes it can take 3, 5, 8 working days to get it back. And I've managed to get it back within 12 hours. I think part of that, at least, is the fact that maybe they only had limited access rather than full access. But that was terrifying. Genuinely terrifying. Like when you spend so much time building something in the way that I have spent so much time building United People's TV, and some scumbag just swoops in. And I know exactly what they're trying to gain. It was a shady crypto scam. They were trying to scam United People's TV community members into spending money that they shouldn't. Now, I really hope that none of you did. If you did, drop me. I don't know what I can do. But look, I want to pull these messages up here, all right? Now, this is going to be very obvious to a lot of people, but not to everybody, that you need to have two-factor authentication on everything. But that's not the be-all and end-all, all right? Because the way that they gained access to United People's TV wasn't through any mistakes that I had made in terms of two-factor authentication. I just didn't realize that everybody else who had even limited access had to have the same level of security that I did. And that's, in my opinion, that's an oversight on my part. And my head is actually hurting from what's happened in the last 12 hours. At one point, I thought I lost it all. Now, you might say that's being a bit over dramatic, but when every video disappears and your entire channel gets deleted and you get an email from YouTube saying that because it's breached community guidelines, the channel's been terminated, I think you panic as well. But luckily, it looks like United People's TV has got through this. Now, what am I going to be doing next? Man, I'm going to be going Fort Knox level of security. It's going to be probably silly, verging on silly, but you learn from your mistakes and you move on and you improve to make sure anything related to what happened before cannot happen again. And I will not let that happen again. Everybody in the comments, just say big up Charles, because I think Charles has really sped up this process. And to Steve, if you're watching this, look, man, it's not your fault. Hackers are scumbags. They will find ways in. Even doors that you think you have locked, they will find a little crack somewhere. So all I can encourage you all to do is just to be as secure as you possibly can. Use a password manager. I've got it written down there. Use a password manager. What that does is it really helps you have complicated and varied passwords that you can update consistently without having to remember them all. It's really important, I would say, that you all get that. Keep an eye on your emails and look for, because from what I've read from a lot of channels that have been hacked, a lot of it has come through integration and sponsorship offers that have been given that have contained like a media kit that people have clicked and then come through and then they've been compromised because they've clicked that. Like Linus Tech Tips, that was one that was done that way. Just be vigilant. The internet is a wonderful place. The internet has allowed a community like United People's TV to exist and allowed me to have a job that I love with a community that I love. But with every great person that it introduces you to, it opens a back door as well to arseholes. So just be vigilant, be careful. I hope that this is a one-time thing, and I hope that there's no lasting damage to the channel. And now I can just talk about United again. But that was horrible. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I really, really wouldn't. And I'll say, to finish this, thank you all for everybody who messaged me on Discord or slid into my DMs or messaged me on WhatsApp or replied to me on Twitter. You're all great. And it's nice to know that you're there. It really is. Fuck hackers.